I'm a little nervous. I don't know what you're about to show me.
In recent years, the entertainment industry has witnessed increasing tension between personal expression and corporate image, with high-profile cases sparking public and legal debates. One such case is that of Gina Carano, the actress best known for her role as Cara Dune in the popular Disney Plus series The Mandalorian. In 2021, Carano was dismissed from the show following a series of controversial social media posts, which Disney and its subsidiary Lucasfilm described as abhorrent and unacceptable. Her firing ignited widespread discussion on the boundaries of free speech, political bias, and the role of corporations in regulating employee expression. In February 2024, Carano filed a lawsuit against Disney and Lucasfilm, alleging wrongful termination and viewpoint discrimination. She claimed that her dismissal was based on her conservative political views, and that male colleagues who engaged in similar online behavior were not subjected to the same treatment. The legal action drew national attention not only because of Carano's celebrity status, but also due to the involvement of Elon Musk, who publicly pledged to fund her lawsuit as part of a broader effort to combat perceived censorship. In August 2025, the case concluded with a confidential settlement between the parties. While the specific terms remain undisclosed, the resolution of the lawsuit marks a significant moment in the ongoing discourse surrounding cancel culture, freedom of speech, and accountability in the digital age. This case serves as a notable example of how cultural clashes within entertainment can have real-world legal and social consequences. The central figures in this legal case are Gina Carano, an actress and former mixed martial artist, and the Walt Disney Company, along with its subsidiary Lucasfilm, the studio behind the Star Wars franchise. Gina Carano rose to prominence in Hollywood for her role as Cara Dune in the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian, where she quickly became a fan favorite. However, her growing popularity came to a halt in early 2021 when she was fired by Lucasfilm over a series of social media posts that many considered controversial and offensive. The posts included comparisons between modern political divisions and Nazi Germany, as well as views on COVID-19 and election fraud that clashed with public consensus and company values. Carano's dismissal prompted a wide-ranging public debate over whether her firing was a justified corporate decision or an example of ideological censorship. In February 2024, Carano responded by filing a federal lawsuit against Disney and Lucasfilm, alleging wrongful termination, retaliation, and viewpoint discrimination. She argued that her firing was not based on company policy violations, but rather her political and personal beliefs, which she claimed were unfairly targeted. Carano pointed out that other employees who had expressed opposing political opinions were not disciplined in the same manner, raising concerns about double standards and unequal treatment. Adding another layer to the case, Elon Musk, CEO of X, formerly Twitter, publicly backed Carano by offering to fund her lawsuit through the platform's legal defense program. This support significantly boosted the visibility of the case, aligning it with broader conversations around free speech and cancel culture. The lawsuit moved forward in California federal court, and although Disney attempted to have it dismissed, the court allowed the case to proceed. However, before the trial could begin, both parties reached a settlement agreement in August 2025, bringing the legal battle to a close. While the terms were kept confidential, the case highlighted the increasing intersection of politics, media, and the law in today's entertainment landscape. Gina Carano was fired from her role as Cara Dune in The Mandalorian primarily due to a series of controversial posts she made on social media, which Disney and Lucasfilm deemed offensive and harmful to the brand's reputation. Among the most cited was a post in which Carano appeared to compare the treatment of conservatives in the United States to the persecution of Jews in Nazi Germany. This post sparked widespread backlash and was considered deeply inappropriate and historically insensitive by many, including critics, fans, and Holocaust remembrance organizations. In addition to that, Carano had previously shared opinions that questioned the effectiveness of mask mandates during the COVID-19 pandemic and echoed skepticism about the integrity of the 2020 U.S. presidential election. These posts were viewed by some as promoting misinformation. While Carano defended her right to express personal beliefs, Lucasfilm issued a public statement saying that her social media posts were abhorrent and unacceptable. and emphasized that she was not currently employed by the studio and had no future projects planned. Disney's response to her actions reflected its broader corporate strategy of protecting the image of its brand and the integrity of its franchises, especially Star Wars, which commands a global audience and diverse fan base. The company's decision to sever ties with Carano was seen by many as a move to distance itself from controversy and avoid alienating segments of its audience. However, the firing also fueled a backlash from Carano's supporters, who viewed it as an overreaction and an example of ideological suppression, setting the stage for the lawsuit that followed. Following her dismissal from The Mandalorian, Gina Carano initiated legal action against the Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm in February 2024, filing a lawsuit in federal court in California. The suit alleged wrongful termination, retaliation, and viewpoint discrimination, arguing that Carano was fired not for violating any specific company policy, but for expressing personal and political beliefs that did not align with the company's perceived ideological stance. The legal complaint accused Disney and Lucasfilm of engaging in a double standard, claiming that other actors who posted controversial views from different political perspectives were not disciplined. The lawsuit quickly attracted national attention, largely due to Elon Musk's involvement. Musk, through his platform X, formerly Twitter, pledged to fund Carano's legal battle as part of a broader initiative to support individuals who claimed they had been canceled for exercising free speech on social media. His support transformed the case from a personal employment dispute into a highly visible battle over corporate censorship and ideological bias. In October 2024, a federal judge denied Disney's motion to dismiss the case, allowing it to proceed to the next phase. This ruling signaled that the court found the core issues worthy of further legal scrutiny and opened the door for potential discovery, depositions, and a public trial. Legal analysts speculated that the trial could begin as early as February 2026, with both sides expected to present evidence around company policies, internal communications, and potential inconsistencies in enforcement. However, before the trial could move forward, a significant development occurred. On August 7, 2025, both parties filed a joint settlement notice in court, indicating that they had reached a mutual agreement to resolve the matter. The case was officially marked to be dismissed with prejudice, meaning Carano could not refile it in the future. Although the terms of the settlement were not made public, the agreement brought an end to one of the most high-profile legal disputes in recent entertainment history, capping off nearly a year and a half of legal maneuvers and media scrutiny. After over a year of legal wrangling, the lawsuit between Gina Carano and Disney and Lucasfilm reached a conclusion on August 7, 2025, when both parties agreed to a confidential settlement. This development came just months before the case was expected to proceed to trial. The joint filing submitted to the court stated that the lawsuit would be dismissed with prejudice, meaning the claims cannot be brought back to court in the future. Although the exact terms of the settlement were not disclosed, the resolution signaled a desire by both sides to avoid a lengthy, public trial that could have drawn further attention to internal company practices and reignited public controversy. Carano issued a public statement expressing that the settlement represented the best outcome for all parties involved. She added that she hoped the conclusion would bring healing to the Force, a symbolic nod to her role in the Star Wars universe. Carano also extended heartfelt thanks to Elon Musk, who had personally backed her lawsuit through X Corp's legal aid initiative. Referring to Musk as a good Samaritan and a man I've never met, Carano praised his support for free expression and for enabling her to pursue justice on what she described as an unfair termination. Disney and Lucasfilm, while refraining from commenting on the terms of the settlement, released a carefully worded statement acknowledging Carano's past contributions to The Mandalorian and reaffirming their commitment to fostering respectful and inclusive workplaces. Notably, their statement left the door open for future collaborations with Carano, suggesting a potential softening of the stance that initially led to her firing. The settlement not only concluded one of the most publicized employment disputes in recent entertainment history, but also reinforced ongoing conversations about the boundaries of corporate control, cancel culture, and free speech. For many observers, the case stands as a precedent-setting moment, demonstrating how social media conduct, public opinion, and ideological divides can have powerful legal and career consequences in the entertainment industry. The settlement between Gina Carano and Disney and Lucasfilm sparked a wide range of reactions from the public, legal analysts, political commentators, and the entertainment industry at large. Supporters of Carano, particularly those critical of what they see as cancel culture, celebrated the outcome as a victory for free speech and ideological diversity. Many praised Carano's resilience and viewed the lawsuit as a landmark case that challenged the growing influence of corporate control over individual expression. Elon Musk's role in funding the legal battle through his platform X, formerly Twitter, was also widely acknowledged, with many of Carano's fans crediting him for empowering individuals to legally defend themselves against powerful institutions. Carano herself expressed gratitude and humility after the settlement, calling the resolution a powerful moment of justice. She emphasized that the lawsuit was never about revenge, but about standing up for her right to express personal beliefs without fear of professional consequences. Her tone was conciliatory, suggesting she hoped the case would inspire more open dialogue rather than deepen division. She also acknowledged the emotional toll the public backlash had taken on her life and career and hinted at a possible return to the screen, either independently or through future collaborations. From the corporate side, Disney and Lucasfilm issued a measured response, affirming their respect for Carano's professionalism during her time with The Mandalorian. Interestingly, their statement suggested a possible future working relationship with Carano, signaling a more nuanced position than their earlier public disavowal. This surprising gesture was interpreted by some as an effort to move past the controversy and maintain goodwill among fans who supported Carano. The implications of this case stretch far beyond Hollywood. It reignited debates over the limits of employer authority, the impact of social media on professional life, and the politicization of workplace decisions. Legal experts note that while the case did not reach a public trial, the willingness of a high-profile actress to pursue such a suit and settle on her own terms could embolden others in similar situations. In a broader sense, the Carano-Disney settlement has become a cultural touchpoint in the ongoing struggle between corporate brand management and individual freedom of expression in the digital age. So what do you think? Was Gina Carano's firing a justified move by Disney to protect its brand, or an example of silencing a voice that didn't align with the mainstream narrative? One thing's for sure, this case has stirred the pot on cancel culture, corporate accountability, and free speech in Hollywood. If you found this story thought-provoking, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into entertainment, law, and culture, and don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. And as always, turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold.